Hello, everyone. Today we bring you a meaningful and inspiring story about a boy who was often called lazy, but in reality, he saw the world differently. By the end of this story, we will learn how a person who avoids hard work can still achieve great success using intelligence and heart. Along the way, we will also learn some useful English words and simple sentences, so listening to this story will help you improve your English in an easy and enjoyable way. So stay with us till the end. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by hills, there lived a boy named Ethan. He lived with his mother in a small clay house near a river. Ethan was known in the village as a lazy boy. Every morning, while other boys helped their parents by cutting wood or carrying water, Ethan preferred to sit under a tree and watch the clouds move across the sky. Ethan's mother worked very hard. She washed clothes for other villagers to earn money. She often worried about her son and thought, "What will happen to Ethan when I am no longer strong?" But Ethan always completed small tasks in his own way, so she stayed silent, hoping one day he would change. One day, during a harsh winter, Ethan's mother fell seriously ill. She could no longer work or even stand properly. For the first time, Ethan felt fear in his heart. The little savings they had slowly disappeared. He tried to work like other villagers, but his body was not used to heavy labor. His hands hurt and his back ached. Each night, he returned home tired and hopeless. One cold evening, Ethan sat by the river, listening to the water flow. Tears filled his eyes as he whispered, "I was lazy when I had time. Now I have no strength when I need it most." He felt ashamed and helpless. The next morning, loud voices echoed through the village. A royal messenger had arrived with news. The king was organizing a grand challenge in the capital city. Anyone who could solve the king's 3 challenges would receive enough gold to change their life forever. People laughed when Ethan said he would go. You? You are too lazy to survive one day in the city," they mocked. Ethan said nothing. He looked at his sick mother, took a deep breath, and began his journey. After traveling for days, Ethan reached the capital. The first challenge was announced. Contestants had to transport water from a deep well to the palace garden before sunset. Strong men lifted heavy buckets and ran. Ethan watched carefully. Instead of rushing, he connected small containers with rope and created a simple water flow system. While others grew tired, his system kept working. He passed the first challenge. The second challenge required lifting heavy stones to build a wall. Again, Ethan observed. He used wooden rollers under the stones, moving them slowly but easily. People began to whisper, realizing this lazy boy was thinking smarter, not harder. The final challenge was the hardest. Contestants had to cross a muddy field carrying supplies. Many fell and failed. Ethan took a moment, removed his shoes, spread wide boards on the mud, and walked calmly across. When Ethan won, the crowd stood silent, then burst into applause. The king smiled and said, "True strength is not only in muscles, but in the mind and the heart." Ethan returned home with gold, but more importantly, with confidence. He cared for his mother and helped his village by teaching others smarter ways to work. He was no longer called lazy, but wise. This story teaches us that being lazy does not always mean being weak. Sometimes, it means seeing a different path. But when responsibility calls, we must rise. A strong reason, like love for family or a dream, can awaken the power inside us. Today, we also learn new English words through this story. Remember, learning English becomes easy when you enjoy it. Keep listening, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.